listening to the Scoop Slam Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Scoop Slam Podcast. We're here once again this week with a special edition episode. We're going to be doing some holiday watch-along, just like we did last year. First off, I want to say, hope everybody had a great Christmas or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate around this time of year. I know we both had good ones, so that's always a good thing. But we tried to take this time to not really focus on wrestling and, spend time with our families, all that good stuff. So we hope you did the same. Today on the slate of our watch along, we've got from WrestleMania 25, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, probably my favorite match of all time. So we're not going to spend too much time before. But before we get into the match, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host. He's here and he's jolly. It's Ryan.
Yo, Micah, great to be here with you on Boxing Day or the aftermath of Christmas, aftermath of Kwanzaa, aftermath of Hanukkah, wherever you're celebrating, Micah. It's good to be here with you once again, Scoop Slam Podcast. And it's one of my favorite matches too. Love this Shawn and Taker match. They had some great chemistry together.
Yeah, and the 26 matches, it's hard to say because it's a really good match too, but just when you've seen this one, the same thing twice.
It came close, but it just can't top this one.
Yeah, and it's probably been, I don't even know how long since I've actually watched this match through in full, but I'm excited to be watching it. I like doing these little holiday watch-alongs, and you can watch along with us on Peacock. I'll give you the timestamp in just a second, but before we get into it, one last thing. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to us this year. We quadrupled, if not more, our success this year. The interview with Brooks Jensen is obviously a highlight of the year. Our Scoopy Awards have done great numbers. Our mid-year awards have done great numbers. We've been able to travel and see every show this year. We saw Raw in January. We saw SmackDown in...
We didn't go to every show now.
Well, not Dynamite, but we saw Raw, we saw SmackDown, and we saw Collision.
We saw ROH.
No, well, we didn't go. We didn't stay.
We were in the arena.
We saw the ring aprons being put on.
Yeah, we were in the arena buying merch while the matches were going on.
I don't think we were we buying merch? Speaking of, there's a whole scandal about the AEW releases recently, but that maybe we'll get to that in some episodes further down the road.
Yeah.
But just once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. The support's been crazy this year. We've done more than I ever thought we would do. I never thought we'd get, an interview really. I never thought we would have the numbers that we did get. So it really means a lot to us. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to share us with your friends, all that good stuff. But we're going to go ahead and start. Go ahead and load up your Peacock machine. It was WrestleMania 25. We are an hour and 48 minutes and 12 seconds into the show. Once again, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25. I'm going to count everybody down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Got the old school moving graphics. You don't see a lot of that anymore.
They break it out for special occasions, such as this match.
Oh, they had it at this year's WrestleMania too.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah, they did. I remember seeing a little Roman Reigns and Cody moving graphic.
Oh, okay. I remember last year when that Running Up the Hill song was getting popular. Everybody was like, wow, I've never heard this. And it was like all the wrestling fans. Oh, no, I've heard this tune before. But I think that was for 26.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's still a good song though.
Oh yeah.
Remember Shawn had that little mini rivalry with JBL when they said he was broke and he had to work for JBL to get some money. How did he go
No, I
broke if
don't
he's on?
remember that.
You don't remember that? That was right before this feud. Remember JBL made Shawn work for him?
Mm-mm. The only thing I
Yeah.
remember about JBL at this time was he was Intercontinental Champion, but he loses to Ray at this WrestleMania and retires.
No, yeah, that happens too. But Shawn supposedly, I don't know, he made bad investments or something like that, and he had to make some money. So he worked with JBL, and JBL would put him in charge of like him trying to win the WWE title or him making sure that he was going to win the WWE title. And they had like a little, I think they had a match at Royal Rumble, JBL versus somebody, and Shawn ended up costing JBL. Yeah, man, you don't remember this feud? This
I
led up to the
don't.
Shawn
Not
Taker.
at all.
I guess it didn't work because they pivoted from it like really quick. And I'm sure the payoff was probably going to be at WrestleMania. But yeah, they went in a different direction. And yeah, Shawn and Taker ended up with their match at 25.
Well, thank God, because it gave us this classic. It's crazy I don't remember that too, because I was locked in on Shawn. Shawn's like,
Yeah, he's my
it's
guy too.
hard for me to say who my like legit number one favorite of all time is, but Shawn is definitely in consideration.
If you ask any fan, like any long term fan, who their top five is, I'd say a good majority of the people have Shawn in their top five.
I mean, how could you not? Maybe his promos weren't the greatest, but
They didn't need to be.
yeah,
It
he's just
worked.
great worker, great character. And it speaks to him that he never had to turn heel in this whole his entire second run back with the company. I don't think he was ever heel.
Nah, that was a missed opportunity too.
Yeah, I think it would have been great, but it worked.
He played a few times the heel role. Like whenever they went back to Canada, he was pretty much playing the heel. He would play up to
Well,
it too.
and he was kind of heel towards the end of the 26 match because he got
Yeah, yeah.
desperate or whatever.
And he did
Oh, there was
cost
JBL.
he did cost Undertaker the world title at Elimination Chamber 2010. So I mean, I guess
Great,
that can be.
great move though.
Oh yeah. Do you do you remember who Undertaker was supposed to feud with? Uh, leading up to WrestleMania 25.
I do not.
You were you watching SmackDown in 2009?
Yeah, I mean I was, but I don't remember very much.
What was that jabroni that had a little vignette? Caden Vance, something Vance. Do you remember seeing that guy have like a little vignette where
Preston
he was?
Vance? No, I'm just playing.
No, not Preston Vance. There was some jabroni that had a little vignette. Leading, it was on one or two SmackDowns, and he was basically, I don't, I think it was he was a leader of a X-Men like group, and they were going to feud with Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. But apparently Triple H saw the vignette and he made fun of it to Vince, and Vince dropped it that night. Like it only aired one or two times, and then when Triple H made fun of it to Vince, they just dropped the whole thing.
No, I don't remember that at all. Which I'm
I just,
again, you got to remember I was like 7 and I haven't went back and watched any of it.
yeah, man, it's crazy to what could have been at this WrestleMania. Oh, you see Shawn with the heavenly entrance right here, all
Yeah.
white.
Great entrance too.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought was interesting about this match was like they played on the religious like ideals, but it wasn't like so reliant on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because personally, I mean, while I am religious, I don't I don't love it in my wrestling. The same, I don't want like politics and stuff like that. Like, this is what I watch to get away from it, man. I don't really, if you're like Shawn, his character was a Christian, but like it wasn't the center of his personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this was really him. He is a born again Christian, so I don't have any problem with it.
Yeah.
Not like he's using it in a well, I mean, not really using it in a storyline. Not like MJF where he actually, actually uses some Jewish ideologies in some of their programs.
Hmm. Well, That's all I can
Okay,
say
okay.
about that.
Okay, so I just found this little article. It was during a recent interview with Developmentally Speaking podcast, former WWE developmental talent Hayde Vanson recalled his one promo vignette that aired on SmackDown in December 2008. Former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. pitched him an idea of a match between Vanson and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. However, according to Vanson, Triple H did not like the idea and took exception to the vignette. Uh, Dang, they don't talk about the actual. Oh, okay. The pitch was an X-Men type group of heels for WWE, and then Freddie Prinze Jr. tells a story about the X-Men type group that was going to feud with the Undertaker.
No, I don't remember that at all. Which, I mean, I guess it was probably, like you said, like once. So I guess that makes sense, but nah. I mean, I'm glad they moved away from it, but
Yeah, 2008, 2009 SmackDown had some characters. Had some characters.
I think, I don't know. On the base of it, maybe something like that could have worked, but I'd have to see
Come
it
on, man.
play out.
X-Men type
Well,
shit. Come on, man.
I guess
Uh,
I guess it depends on how we're defining that.
Taker, he dodged the bullet there.
Yeah.
Oh, Shawn staring daggers at the screen there. We got the legendary Undertaker entrance.
I hate, like, and I mean hate, that I was too young to go to an event that, like, Undertaker, like, had a grand entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even the house show that I went to, where he was the dead man, it was just the atmosphere in the arena changed because we
Yeah.
had he wasn't advertised at all. And my dad was saying throughout the event, Undertaker probably ain't gonna be here. And then when that gong hit, everybody just lost their mind in that little old 2,000 seat arena.
I mean, say what you want to, man. People hate on Taker because he's conservative and whatever. And I mean, I talked about it earlier. I'm not going to get into politics on here, but people that discredit Taker and try to say that he's not top 10, top 25 all time, I strongly disagree.
Anybody that has him below top 10, as far as WWE superstars, that's just, I don't want to talk to that person if they got him below top 10.
Ah, JR.
Oh, he was on the call for this.
Mm-hmm.
He was still at tail end of his prime.
Yeah. But it was still good here. I mean, I love JR and I respect what he's done, but we all know the AEW run is not what it is here. But this JR, or the JR that we grew up with, something else.
Couldn't be touched.
Daggum entrance rivals Roman.
No, nothing rivals. You remember how long his entrance took at that SmackDown we went to?
Oh my god. Burned a good 10 minutes off the show.
Yeah. I think they
What's
are coming
crazy
to.
is look at the crowd here.
Yeah.
This crowd is not like that big compared to what they do now.
Come on now. It's got to be at least 70,000.
Was it? I thought it was like 40 or 50, but let
No
me
way.
research that.
No way. This is Houston, Texas. So they're in wherever the Texans play. Reliant Stadium. I don't know
Yeah,
what it's called. Oh,
it
it is
would have been
called
the
that.
Astrodome. Yeah, it's Reliant Stadium. I don't know how you knew that.
I thought they would have changed the name by now.
72,000. Never mind. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. It
Is,
just didn't look as like grandiose as all the other ones are now.
is it 72,000 for football or?
No, that was how many they had for
Oh,
WrestleMania.
okay.
They got the
Yeah.
inflated numbers, but
Well, yeah, the Astrodome last time it was in the time before this, that was '01. I think that
yeah.
had,
Well, it's torn
that,
down now.
yeah, I hate that. Those
Yeah,
legendary stadiums. They just can't renovate it.
I know. No, just like the Georgia Dome, which I mean, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is really cool, but and the Georgia Dome had history.
Yeah.
Golly, is there like I seriously think the last time I felt this aura just coming off one match, and I'm not saying that the two are similar, but the way that I felt for Cody Roman when they both were in there and it was main event time, you
Yeah.
just knew something was about to happen, and that's the same way this feels. Tension so thick you could cut it with a knife.
Couldn't say it better myself. And it's two larger than life superstars too. They
Yeah.
don't make them like this anymore.
Good Lord, Taker looks like fairly old here, and if you told me that he was going to keep going for another 10,
He was in his bag back then. Like
yeah.
WrestleMania, he did not miss back then.
This Taker was still mostly full time.
Yeah, yeah, he took a step back after 26.
I think it was, well, I thought it was 27. No, it was 26.
Yeah, he kind of disappeared after 26. Was did 2010? Oh, Shawn giving them chops in the corner. Did 2010 have that Kane and Undertaker feud?
Yes, I wasn't a
Oh,
fan.
okay. Yeah, a little cat and mouse here.
Hmm. But Shawn's great at that too. I mean, we all know Shawn Michaels selling, but he makes Undertaker look like this formidable. I mean, a lot of guys now just don't do that. They don't make their opponent look like this just larger than life character, like you said. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how to get in there and face him. Good Lord.
oh, Shawn climbing the second. Oh, a little DX chop action.
Oh,
Okay. All right, a little Thesz press. Shawn giving them the business right now. Full mount. These guys were what, mid 40s when they were having this match?
yeah. I
This is
think
probably,
Shawn hung him up at 45 or 46. And Taker, they're about the same age. I think Taker might be a year or two older.
and it's arguably their best match, and they're
Yeah.
like mid 40s right now, or at this point.
It's crazy too because I've talked about it before, but I'm watching through the Attitude Era, and I mean these guys are on top then, and you
Yeah.
know all these years later they're still putting on one of the greatest matches of all time.
And is it me or because they're probably what, like 44, 45 at this point, Micah?
Hmm.
Or Bobby Lashley is what, 46? AJ Styles is 45. Are guys looking younger nowadays?
Oh, absolutely.
I
And
mean, look
same
at
way with
Randy.
Flair. Flair looked
Oh
like
God,
55
huge,
when it was like 1990.
big body drop. You don't see many body drops anymore.
Mm. Taker's
I
cut a
like that.
little bit.
Mm. We need more old school wrestling moves to come back.
Yeah.
We don't see that often. Like good old gorilla press. When the last time we seen one of those?
I'm telling. Only big guys can do that.
We don't
And
have
no
those
big
anymore.
guys.
We got Wardlow. Well,
Oh,
no,
where's
he's
he
not really a
been?
big guy. He ain't not really a big guy anyway. Like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, where has he been? Well, I guess we'll find
Mm-hmm.
out at World's End.
Will we? I don't know.
No, we're not going to be there.
And see, this match isn't balls to the wall, straight off the jump. You know what I mean? It's slow,
It builds.
methodical. Yeah,
It
and it's just
builds
exactly what it needs to be.
what it should be. You don't see Shawn tossing around the Undertaker.
Yep.
I mean, Undertaker's playing the big man. Shawn's playing the little man. This
Well,
is a little
old
hokey.
school.
That is a little hokey.
No,
I'll let it. I'll let it slide because it's Taker, but that's a little hokey.
I know it is a little bit, but he wrenches the arm, so that makes it seem somewhat real. A lot of
You
guys
can
just
just
hold hands with each other.
backpedal though, Micah. Come on now.
Well, not entirely. If he's got your arm wrenched, whatever way you go, it's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, Shawn working the leg. Little chop
Yep.
block.
Another great match from these two, though, is the Hell in a Cell. Oh,
Oh,
me and JR said that at the
tremendous,
same time.
tremendous match. And it has a great story towards the end with the debut of Kane.
Yeah. And Shawn bleeds like a stuck hog in it.
Yeah, that was. I believe that
Bad
was that
Blood
Death Day
90.
97. Yeah,
Was it 97? Yeah, well, Brett was gone.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
Or no. Brett was still
Brett
there.
wasn't
So it
gone.
had to be 97, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I think Brett was champ at that point.
uh,
That was right after Pillman died. So the
Yes,
month
Brett
after.
was champ because leading into that match, it was Taker and Brett with Shawn as the special guest referee. And Shawn tried to screw Brett, in the process screwed Taker, and that's why they had the Hell in the Cell match, because Shawn was trying to hit Brett with the chair and hit Taker. So then Brett won the WWF Championship from Taker.
Yeah, Brett spit in Shawn's face, and Shawn wrenched back. And I don't know. It looked like he was aiming for Taker to me, but
Well, he probably either or would have been all right.
he could swing the heck out of a chair.
Mm-hmm. Both of them.
Okay.
Taker
Yeah.
had some awful chair shots too.
Mr. Kennedy says hello.
Oh
You ever see that one?
yeah,
He owed him some money.
good drop kick by Shawn. Still though, moving slow. Things aren't going crazy yet. There's a big move here, reversal. You know.
They're selling what they should be selling.
Yep.
Sean's a great seller too.
Oh yeah, probably the best of all time.
He's definitely top three. Top
No
three.
disrespect, my boy Dolph though.
I was just about to put him. I gotta put him in there. I think Lesnar's in that top three.
I never thought about it, but that video you sent me the other day, I love the way he sells the GTS.
Yeah, he flops around like a fish when
Hmm.
he really wants to. He will.
Yeah,
Like
when he likes the guy.
I'll never forget when Undertaker set him up for a choke slam, and he jumped out the building. He had ultra hops. He was like Zion in high school. He went up there.
He probably could have been if he wanted to. Good at everything else.
Yeah,
Mm.
jacked up white boy. Oh no, was that Snake Eyed into the big boot?
Mm-hmm. With a leg
Some of
drop.
okay. Vintage
Hulkamania,
Undertaker.
brother.
Ah. I think Omas started doing that too.
What, the old school into the big boot?
Yeah, yeah, but you never see it because he's not on TV
Yeah.
anymore.
Hey, I don't
Set
hate
him
it.
up for the choke slam. Oh man, come on. We're almost sapiens here on the podcast.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't hate the snake eyes into the big boot.
Oh, okay.
Choke slam. Reverse.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
rare submission from Shawn.
He started breaking them out during this feud.
You can
Breaking
tell
out a
it's
little
kind
bit
of
more.
rare because it's locked in badly.
So was that weird. We didn't talk about, it, but that weird figure four he locked in earlier too.
Yeah, I think we were on another topic, but I was
Yeah,
side eyeing it a little bit.
yeah. What kind of figure four was that, Sean?
Hmm.
Come on now. Now he's locking in that. What would you call that? The
Uh,
crossface,
yeah,
modified
except Taker's
crossface.
arm should be behind him, not in front of him.
Whatever. What referee is that?
I don't know. I was looking at that a second ago.
What
I
is
have
that?
no idea.
Is that? I don't know. I don't even take a guess. I've never seen that guy.
I know Charles Robinson comes in later.
He should have been refereeing this whole match.
Well, there's a ref bump later.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Submission going a little long, but Taker's getting out of it.
He good. He good. Southpaw man.
4.75.
All right, Meltzer. Okay. Near fall from unknown referee number 3. This
This is
was
the only
during the.
good. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. No. Go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say this is the only good brown Shawn Michaels attire,
Oh,
unlike
God.
that one that he had a Elimination Chamber 2002.
See, that bothered a lot of people. I didn't see a big deal about it.
It was just weird.
A lot of
Oh,
people say his haircut was weird too. Oh, yeah.
see, the haircut didn't bother me. Just the gear with only like 1 or 2 hearts on it was funky.
Like he made it himself.
Yeah. Shawn hits the ropes at 100 miles an hour too.
Taker does too. He
Yeah.
actually he runs the ropes how it's supposed to be done. I hate when guys just like kind of go half speed.
Yeah. It just don't. I don't know. It don't look as. What's the word I'm looking for? Not real necessarily, but it just looks more hard hitting. And that's the same way with like Brett. Brett was like that. God, he hit
Yeah,
the ropes with so much just like fervor.
intensity. Yeah, like
Yeah.
purpose. And
Hmm.
another thing I hate is when they turn their back to their guy when they're about to run the ropes.
Yeah.
Like if you were in a real fight, you wouldn't turn your back to anybody. Oh, Sean going up there for the elbow drop.
You already know.
How you feel
I
about
love
Sean's
this
elbow drop?
the setup of this WrestleMania too. I just like I don't know the blue, all that.
The color scheme.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is this is what I think of when I see WrestleMania. Choke
Oh,
slam.
whoa. Oh. Okay.
Okay, that was a little
Recent.
botch.
It's okay. Oh, Hell's Gate.
Oh, here we go.
That was a good move.
Yeah, and it's a legit submission.
Oh yeah, man. When I locked that in on the trampoline, everybody always tapped out.
Taker could have played that off as he was dodging because he thought Shawn was going to hit the sweet chin music. But
Yeah.
also, what a great. Okay, so obviously there was a bobble there, but they went right to the next move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that happened today, they're gonna try and grab each other's legs, and then they're gonna, mess around, or the other guy's just gonna stand back up and wait for the other guy to kick him.
Yeah. Way too choreographed. Now we're going to the outside. All right.
Back when they didn't have LED screens everywhere. This was my favorite WWE look. Like, I love the big spectacle of it, but not tons of screens. Though I do
Yeah.
like the Raw is War. This is an uncut kind of
Oh,
look.
just the curtain and the old school Titantron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best look. Well, the
Mm.
SmackDown fist I thought looked pretty good too.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's iconic. They should have never got rid of that.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that dive spot. We both know what dive spot we're talking about.
Yeah. That cameraman. He missed him. If that cameraman would have just catch Taker, he would have been okay. But
Yeah. Shawn looking a little winded, but you know.
that's all
Let's
right.
hold on. Let's see if he looks behind before he does this moonsault.
Oh, surely he will, right? Oh, okay. No, Shawn, come on.
No,
Oh,
not Shawn. Well,
well,
he
I
did
mean, he
miss.
didn't. Yeah, he did miss. So you can play it off that. If he would have turned around, he wouldn't have missed. But that looked nasty, though. Can you imagine
Mm-hmm.
taking that?
Uh-uh. That was he wasn't even like flat either. He kind of like corkscrewed it a little bit. Ugh.
Yeah, that hurt my hip.
Yeah, but yeah, it would hurt me now at 20. Imagine doing that when you're 45. Ugh.
You got to look back, Shawn.
Yep. See, this is what happens, Adam Page. Don't mind my dog barking in the background.
Taker taking a little 15, huh?
Well, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he's sitting up.
Uh-oh.
He means business now.
Lunch break over. You
Oh,
ready to feast? Oh, here we go.
oh, I always love when Taker busted this suicide dive out, though.
Yeah. It was always clean, except for here.
Until then.
Jesus. You can see
Ouch.
the grease off his head. Oh my god.
I thought he broke his neck when I was watching this live. I was like, they're going to stop this match.
Yeah. You can see him like his eyes are kind of blinking real hard like he's trying to wake up.
You know who the cameraman is?
I do not.
That's Jimmy Snuka's son, Sam Snuka. That's
Huh.
one of you remember Deuce and Domino?
Yeah.
That was Deuce, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The one with the short hair. The one with the short hair.
So right here we started having some audio issues. So there's this big chunk of silence. So take this time to reflect, enjoy the match that's in front of you, think about Christmas. Yeah, all that good stuff while there's some awkward silence right here.
Yeah, Sam Snuka, Jimmy Snuka's son.
Yeah, I didn't
I,
know
be-
that.
I believe
And
he
I
was
like
supposed to
do
be a
some
part of
domino.
Legacy. He was supposed to be part of Legacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You
Didn't
remember
they?
they had. Go
I
ahead.
think we're about to say the same thing. Didn't they have one of the Samoan guys in it originally?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
What was his name?
Um, hmm.
It
That,
wasn't Fatu, was it?
I'm sure that was his last name.
I have no idea.
Uh, Manu. Manu.
Manu, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's close.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I think his dad was Roman's uncle.
Mm,
Because, you know, Roman's dad is one of the Wild Samoans.
yeah.
So I believe I think that's his, well, of course, it's his cousin. I mean, he has so many. But yeah, he's partially related to the tribal chief, though. And Sim Snuka, another relation to the tribal chief. So, you know, Roman Reigns' bloodline just, it runs deep. Runs deep. Oh, Sean giving that unknown referee the business in the corner.
Huh.
What is it? What did he get knocked down for?
Well, when this is something I honestly didn't remember, Shawn threw the ref into the barricade so that he didn't see him grab the cameraman. So he threw the ref into the barricade and then grabbed the cameraman to catch Undertaker's fall. Great selling by Shawn here too, especially which it kind of drug a little bit, but like they've got the people back up for this. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know the match ain't going to end like this, but, the people are going nuts for Taker to get back up or stay
I,
down.
I don't know, man. I thought this was gonna be it because I thought he landed straight on his head.
Well, I thought they might, end the match, but not like, by a count out.
Yeah.
That would have been too anticlimactic for Taker WrestleMania. Which I say that, they ended up beating him with Brock a couple years later, and it was kind of anticlimactic, but.
That was a weird match.
Well, Taker got hurt, so there's an excuse. Oh, he's tuning up the band.
Well, that's not the full tune-up. I don't know what that is.
That's a just a slight warm up.
Okay.
He's just edging the band.
Oh, come
Ooh.
on. Oh, beautiful choke slam. We're setting him up for the cover.
I did think that was it when I was a kid. That one got me.
Yeah. They got the crowd too. They got
Oh yeah. I can't imagine being front row. I would give anything to be there.
You see a lot of the same faces in the front row at
Well,
WrestleMania.
you know why. Need to get me a connection up there in Stanford.
Well, we got an inside man now. Well, I don't know. You probably ruined our inside source when you robbed Triple H of Booker of the Year moment.
Oh, here we go.
Just saying. Deadlock Pro. You don't
Speaking
even know the
of,
names of
oh,
those
nice
guys.
sweet chin music.
Oh, Lord.
Who's that other guy on commentary over there? Is he in the Spanish team?
I don't
See him
know.
right there beside JR?
Yeah, I saw. Maybe producer. I don't know.
Two. Golly. The people are going insane.
Shawn is losing his mind. He doesn't know what he has to do.
Oh, wait till next year.
Oh, well.
This is. Uh-oh. I can't do that now. I don't know how he does that then.
No hands, dude.
Yeah.
That's always impressive.
I could hardly do it on the trampoline.
No, come on. You could have hit that on trampoline.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. He's done it now.
Mm.
He goozled him.
Last ride?
He hardly ever did this towards his dead man run.
Yeah.
That's right.
I wonder if it's because he couldn't get him up the same, just because that takes a lot of raw power.
Maybe it's because
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
nobody uses the last ride anymore. I think it's time we bring that back.
Oh yeah, it's an awful bump. Like you're so high in the air. I can't imagine,
Maybe Taker
especially with
didn't
a
use.
guy like Taker.
Yeah, he's like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah,
Maybe Taker didn't use it because that was more of his American Badass finisher.
maybe so. I could see
Because
that.
he didn't really use a tombstone when he was American Badass.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of makes sense more for that character too, because I mean, it's literally called The Last Ride, and he would come out on a motorcycle.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know that Undertaker was a ginger until like years later.
Well, he dyed his hair. I can understand why you didn't know that.
Well, even like I watch clips of Biker Taker, but still, like I just never. I don't know why, but I just never noticed that till like I'm talking about like I was probably in high school.
Wow.
Mm,
Late, man. Whoa, Hunter, go up top.
very rare.
For elbow drop? Jeez Louise.
Wasn't a clean elbow drop, but it was a drop nonetheless.
He attempted. It was there. I like they're bringing out stuff that they never really use.
Yeah.
it helps sell the fact that these that the opponent that they're wrestling against, that it's not easy to beat this particular person. So let
Hmm.
me this guy's probably scouted me, so let me do something that he hasn't seen.
And the selling here is great. I mean, both of these guys, like you said, they're having to pull out desperation moves because they look like they're on the brink of death.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
skinning the
especially
cat.
that was amazing how he always did that. He never really messed up either. And
Mm-mm.
how much upper body strength is that? Oh, whoa, he caught him.
Uh-oh. Mm. It takes a lot of upper body strength.
Yeah.
I always thought that was it.
Mm. That camera shot too. Look at that.
Classic.
Now, people dog old Kevin Dunn, but he has some great shots.
Well, the cuts weren't as bad here, but there are definitely some classic shots that are owed to him.
I never noticed the camera cuts until my dad pointed it out. Like, dang, this stuff is making me dizzy watching this. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, look when they throw punches, they cut the camera every time they throw punches. I'm like, oh, I never even noticed.
I notice it more now that people have pointed it out. I know what you mean.
Yeah, oh,
Golly, just the energy in this building.
yeah. Crowd, everybody's on their feet.
We got to go to a Mania next time they come down south.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be there.
We're going to the Rumble. That was always a bucket list of mine.
Now, this mania kind of sucked too without this match.
Yeah, sucks too because that Randy Triple H feud was so great.
Yeah, they had a better build up than this
Yeah.
match, but this match blew that match out the water.
Hmm.
Like
Nobody, everybody
100%.
remembers the Orton Hunter match for literally being bad.
I couldn't tell you three moves
Oh,
they did in that match. Whoa.
I couldn't either. Great reversal. Taker didn't really land on his head, but
You couldn't notice though. You can play that off. You can play that
yeah,
off.
yeah.
That's fatigue. Undertaker collapsed in fatigue.
He kind of snatched his head down. Could have hurt his neck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, a little detail about Shawn that I always liked was the wrist tape always got dirty as the match went on, and for some reason it made it like that much more real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. Well, not a lot of guys wear the white wrist tapes anymore. They just bring that
Nah,
back. Everybody wearing
I don't.
black.
I'm gonna say I don't think that many guys. Well, they usually wear those like athletic bands. I know Punk does, but
Yeah, they wear black. Everybody got to wear black.
yeah,
That's a rule in wrestling now. You got to wear black.
House of Black. Oh,
Oh,
camera
oh,
flashes too. Sorely missed.
wow. Yeah, it just added to the moments when you saw those
Yeah,
flash bulbs going off. Like you knew it was a big moment when all the flash bulbs were going
yeah.
off. Oh, crowd is nuclear right now.
Oh yeah. Everybody's on their feet because they know the end is near.
Oh, he's tuning it up.
Did you see that
There it
sign in
is.
the back?
What does it say?
I'm not gonna repeat it, but if you know what that NBA player, what was his name? Not Mason Plumley.
What? White
The
guy?
one that no Myers Leonard. Oh, sweet chin
Oh,
music.
oh no. Oh, it was a Jewish
Oh yeah, it was a
derogatory sign.
Jewish slur, like right there in the
Oh,
main camera.
oh Lord. He hit it though.
Golly, man.
Great kick out.
And see, Another thing, I feel like we're dogging on a lot of current wrestling, but when you see a match like this is top 3 for me. Notice how Taker didn't just get right back up and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna choke slam him now," because we're just spamming finishers. Like they are using a lot of big moves, but they're waiting to get up and regenerate.
Yeah. If this was modern day, one guy would hit the super kick and then the other guy would bounce off the ropes and then hit their finisher after the super
Yeah,
kick. And then they would both collapse. And then they would get up and exchange forearm strikes.
and Shawn would have kissed Taker.
Oh, man.
Taker always had good punches.
Yeah. And they're selling the fact that they are exhausted.
Yeah, wobbly knees.
And look at their faces. You can tell that. Well, you can assume that they're exhausted just by the look on their faces. They have great facials, Micah. That's what I'm
Yep.
trying to say.
And these guys didn't have to do what they did, and people still would have loved it. But I mean, people love these two, and there's a reason for that. And they came out here and impressed everybody even that much more.
Great big boot. Taker's slim at this point. Look how slim Taker is.
Yeah, he definitely lost some of that muscle. He's still got some weight on him. He got a little belly.
He was pudgy in like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, had all that time off, brother. Lee Taker's chest.
Beak red.
Mm. Yeah, Taker looks exhausted.
Yeah, he's selling it. Again, they're not going too fast.
Yep. And just when you think it's over, they still got that much more left.
It's building to a crescendo. Oh,
Well, let's see if he looks back on this one.
he's got to look back on this one, right?
Oh, kinda.
Oh,
He looked through his legs, but I don't think it helped him.
oh no. Oh Lord, there it is.
Everybody on their feet. 1, 2, 3.
5 stars.
5.5. We move
Well, it's not the
goalposts.
Tokyo Dome. Yeah, it's not the Tokyo Dome, Michael. Let's not get out of hand.
Yeah, that's true.
That had the greatest heel of all time, Jay White, in it. It'd been 6 stars.
When they zoom in on, do you see the purple on his chest? Holy crap, dude!
Yeah. Yeah, Shawn chopped the heck out of him. How do you follow that?
I don't know, but I would have hated to have been on the card next. Who was it? Was it Cena and Big Show and Edge after this?
Maybe it was like some battle royal. Maybe that was when Santino won the women's battle royal.
Nope, I'm looking at it right now. It's Edge and John Cena and Big Show for the World
They had
Heavyweight
that
Championship.
next?
Yep.
Jeez. That was
Four
okay, man.
Souls.
That
It
triple
wasn't
threat match
bad.
was all right. I enjoyed that one.
It had the classic Cena
Deadlift,
AA.
Edge, and Big Show.
Yeah, I almost said F5. That ain't his move.
F-U.
Close enough.
Yeah.
This was the
Great
year
match.
that Stone Cold got inducted too.
Yeah. In Texas.
What a great match.
Yeah, it's not a lot of matches you can put ahead of this.
Mm-mm.
My top 3. Especially WWE matches. I mean, it's a top 3. Maybe got CM Punk versus John Cena.
That is up there for me.
This match and I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to pick that third match. I have to look at it.
There's a lot you're leaving out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on pause it here. We'll go ahead and close this one out. But yeah, I mean, like you said, not much more is gonna beat that. That's just an all-time match. I can go back and watch that anytime. That's one you show to people who have never watched wrestling. Cause two, you know the Undertaker and you know Shawn Michaels, and you just with a match like that, you get the basic concept of good versus evil, and both guys go out there and they put on literally the best show probably they ever did. Um, Absolutely great stuff, like you said. Probably the greatest WWE match of all time. And people that say that it wasn't that good, I don't know what eyes that you're watching that match through, but you probably need to get them checked.
And the streak was one of the best things that ever happened to WWE and WrestleMania because it added a lot of stakes to Taker's matches.
Yeah. It's crazy they didn't have that planned originally. Like that was just something that was like, oh shoot, he's like 7-0.
Yeah, Taker's been 9-0. Are we gonna build on this? Yeah, we'll get
Let's see where it goes.
there.
And then I'll never forget where I was when Brock beat him.
I was,
Like,
I knew it was gonna happen, but I was still shocked when I actually watched it for the first time.
oh, you watched it
Yeah,
later, didn't you?
I had it on DVD. I knew it was gonna happen, but when it actually did happen, I was like shocked, devastated. There was a lot of emotions going through my mind. Like it was like my childhood dying before my very
Yeah.
eyes.
I was watching it live. I always been somebody who knows about the streams. So
Uh,
I had one going that night, and I remember my mom, the way we had our house set up, her bedroom was right beside our dining room, which is where our computer was. Back in the old days when you had to have like a setup in the house for the personal
yeah,
computer for everybody to use.
yeah.
Um,
Good old
but
days.
she came by. She was going somewhere. I don't remember where now, but she was trying to tell me bye and tell me that she loved me. And she was like, "What?" And I was staring at the screen, mouth wide open, like, "Oh my god!" Because I remember she was like, "What? What happened?" She was like, I think she said my name a couple times. I was like,
It's hard.
"Undertaker."
It's hard to describe it to somebody that's not a fan.
Yeah, which she knew obviously by proxy because she had to buy us all the crap. But
Well,
man,
a casual fan is not gonna know the magnitude of the
oh yeah,
event that transpired.
that was a key moment in my life right there.
Yeah, it's something that you'll never forget where you're at when
Oh,
somebody asks you, "Hey, where you at when Taker Street ended?" Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, it was a huge moment, and a lot of people say it was the wrong decision. I don't think so. I think Lesnar is probably the most logical guy to beat the streak. I mean, he's Brock Lesnar.
mm. I think if they would have saved it for Roman and then started his heel run, I think that it would have been better in my opinion.
Eh, well, he did beat him.
Well, yeah, but it's too late then.
There's only two guys to be Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like when the Cavs beat the Warriors a couple years ago. That was a deal. If they had beat them the next year, it wouldn't have been as much as it did the first time.
Yeah, guess you're right. Brock is the ultimate fighting machine, so there's not a lot of guys you can say, "Hey, who could beat Undertaker Street?" I mean, you line everybody up on the roster. I mean, odds are people's going to point to Lesnar as the logical guy that could end that streak. End that streak, Mike. I'm rambling, man. I'm rambling.
Well, it is getting late, and we just watched some really good wrestling, so let's not sour it with some sour thoughts about Lesnar beating Taker. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the great year. We hope 2024 will be even that much better. Next week, we'll be back with your choice of a match. If you want to go ahead and talk about that for a little bit, Ryan.
I'm torn because I do want to laugh a little bit at the Goldberg Undertaker match. But then again, I want to talk about that triple threat match at Royal Rumble 2015 in Philadelphia with Seth, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar, Micah. So I don't know. Let's card subject to change.
Yeah.
Card
We won't
subject-
make any promises. We're bad at that.
No.
But anyways, we hope you guys have a great new year. This will find you before the new year, but we'll find you after the new year on our next holiday watch along. Have a good one.